when it comes to what happened yesterday. How are we going to get about our business? How are we in fact going to push forward the stall agendas which have already been procrastinated owing to COVID as well?
Vinny, thank you very much for having me on your show. What we are seeing is when the opposition gets together and they get under an agenda, whatever happened was not a spur of moment, was a planned thing. Because when Piyush Goyalji describes the incident, you were trying to hackle the female marshals, you were trying to stranglehold the male marshals, and you were trying to break the cordon and reach the chair. What are you up to? What kind of a protest is this? Why are you going and attacking the honorable chair? Attacking the honorable chair is attacking the Republic of India, is attacking the democracy of India. And now what kind of oxymoronic argument is this? No, ispe hame nilambit nahi karna chahiye. Is there a rule book which permits you, okay, you can, hit somebody? Are you waiting for the blood to be seen on the floor of the house? Then you have to suspend the people. This is atrocious because today, even in the Southern, there are 26 important bills which have to be passed. Now, all the song and drama, even in the last Southern, was just to stop the bills being passed. We were battling COVID. We were battling a lot of things around us. We were battling a lot of geopolitical problems around us. And the mantra of the opposition is not to let the House function. It's as simple as that. They are not interested in anything. If they are interested, then they will have a issue-based discussion. As a matter of fact, when you're not having a issue-based discussion and you are doing disruption, democracy and disruption cannot coexist. Either it can be democracy or it can be disruption. Now today, when you do the disruption, you go and stand in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue and say, "Dekho ji, hum pe bahut bura hua, democracy is under threat." But what about the leaders of those parties? Why don't, in fact, they should have gone and suspended those MPs. If it was not a planned thing, if the MPs were not acting on the diktat of their party leaders, then the first to suspend them was their respective parties. That would have proved their resolve. If 5 of my MPs have done something bad, let me suspend them. Let me prove my resolve. As a party, we are clean. As a party, we have no such intentions. It was only those people who did it. But what are we seeing today? You are talking about, okay, this, I don't know, strangling somebody, pushing female marshals. This is allowed. Is pe suspension mat karo. Then what? Then kis pe suspension? Then when you should be suspended? Well, what is the next step? I mean, this is the temple of democracy, and if it falls to such a low level, last time we have seen Venkaiah Naidu ji had tears in his eyes. He was baffled. He has been a parliamentarian for so many years, and most of his life he has spent in opposition. But they have never done this. When opposition is rattled, they're running out of issues. This farmer protest and all things are fizzling out as an issue within them. Now this is coming to the politics of disruption. They don't want democracy to prevail in this country. They want disruption to happen. And when I was zapped when Mr. Piyush Goyal described the incident, obviously we didn't have a lot of details to what happened. When you were dragging somebody with like in a rope tied to somebody's neck, I mean, what kind of misery would that have been to see that, imagine that? And these people are so brazen that they want to now come and protest in front of the Father of Nations statue, trying to prove what point? I mean, what is left? This suspension is the minimum what could be done. If they have to come, they have to apologize on the national media to the people of India. Attacking the chair, attacking the Parliament of India is the attack on people of India. You have insulted the faith of 1.3 billion people who go out and vote, who go out and select that parliament, and have those parliaments select those chair and whatever. So if you are insulting them, you are insulting the people. We should see it as an insult to the common man. It's not about Congress, BJP. You cannot take law in your hand, on your own hands. Code of conduct must be followed. If you as a MP, as a parliamentarian will not follow the code of conduct, what do you expect a normal person on the road to follow a code of conduct? What kind of example are you setting to the people? What are you telling the people? Nahi bhaiya, kuch bhi chalega, laat, danga, mushti, everything is fair. And then I say, okay, I only did 2 gusas, I didn't do 3. I only kicked once, I didn't kick twice, so why are you suspending me? I mean, what kind of an image are we sending to 1.3 billion people? And what is the image these politicians and these political parties are sending to the international community? We need these show. Your channel will be watched in around 80 countries. Indian channels go to around 100 countries today. All embassies here are watching this. All political analysts, commentators, and diplomatic watchers or these analysts will be watching us. And this is the message we are sending out. Is this what our democracy is about? They are trying to reduce Indian democracy to tamasha, to disruption. This is always a plan. They should apologize. Right. This is the first thing they should do. Sumit, apologize to the nation.
Yeah, Sumit, thank you for that. In fact, let's also